Uh-oh.
Try that again. It ain't half full. Wind is blowing high, the sky is dark and low. Winter just in winter, it's a broken bottle in my neck. And time is passing faster without regrets. Well, I'm sitting down watching people pass, hearing the blues on the radio again. Every time I stand, my head is a few million miles in the past, left in the summer still inhaling all the dust. This kid's a promise shitstorm from thoughts I've lost. Well, I'm sitting down watching people cross, hearing the blues on the radio again. Falling out, hailstorm drains while the city's flood and the ocean's drained. Back into the river, skies and massive sand. It's brought into my ear like a silent sigh while I'm sitting down watching people cry, hearing the blues on the radio over and over again. Beat the falling out into hailstorm drains while the city's flood and the ocean's drained. Back in the river, skies and massive sand. Brought into my ear like a siren sigh while I sit down watching people cry, hearing the blues on the radio over and over again. 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 Thank you.
All right, welcome back to 21st Coffee. Brian Crawford here behind the microphone. And we have Nick Bigatel to my left. You want to move in closer to me? I don't know if anybody can see you over there. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. And you are performing tomorrow at Mr. Small's.
The FunHouse at Mr. Small's.
Yes, the FunHouse, which is the
upstairs venue.
Yes, it's a nice venue up there. It's newer. How long has that been there? It's been there for.
This will be the first time I've actually been there for a performance, so I'd say it probably opened last year, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I've been there. I go there all the time now. I'm there probably at least once a week. Have you checked the space out?
Yeah, I was there once, and I met Jesse Prentice, who helped us put this together. It's a great venue. Reminds me a lot of Club Cafe. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. it's a neat atmosphere, and I like the fact that they have the outdoor area in the back.
Yeah, you
And,
know, Mr. Smalls, it really looks like they put a lot of work in the past
it's
5 or
unbelievable
so
the way that
years.
they're changing.
I remember going there when I was a kid, probably 15 or 16, when they still had couches in the actual church area, and everyone would just hang out there and watch the local bands.
Yeah, I remember the old balcony, and that's actually one of the things that, you know, I almost miss is now the balcony seating is a premium seating.
Right.
And before there was just a random balcony, and nobody I don't know if they were too creeped out to go upstairs or what, but nobody went up there. So I used to be able to go up, and I'd have the entire place to myself upstairs, and I was able to watch the shows that way. Do you agree with Zach Fell of MetalInsider.net that the atmosphere of being in the thick of things is important to a show, or do you think it's just about the music and you want to go and hear
I think it depends on the show. I think if you're at a punk show or a metal show, yeah, you want to be down there, you want to be in the aggression and in the excitement, but if you're into something mellow and you just want to kick back and watch it, I think it comes down to personal preference.
I suppose.
Wherever
I like to be up above and just kind of. I'm a people watcher too. I like to be able to be up there. I'm not anti-mashing, but I like to stand up and watch other people do it.
Right.
I don't like to.
So with the big shows, where the heavier shows and the punk shows, you want to be there. It's like that energy that you get off that person next to you.
It's part of the show.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess. I just like to sit up in my high place and kind of, watch everybody.
Did that guy forget his hat, or did he
I don't
leave
know.
that here for you?
I don't know.
I was watching that. He had props with him.
Yeah.
He
He
did,
had
yeah.
a terrible towel, a koozie, and a Trump hat.
Yeah,
and a couple clippings. He
I
didn't
know-
reference any of them.
No, he did
He just
not.
brought them up here with
He
you.
did show me the hat.
Left his hate hat and walked away.
I know what the terrible towel's for. That is, he actually is helping. I don't know if
to
you're.
wipe off the hate.
No, it's for. Are you familiar with Jordan York? He's a
No, I'm
local musician. He's doing this video with 2 soccer players that Mike works with down in Florida. So they have terrible towels, and I guess they were
Okay.
doing it out of Permani Brothers and stuff like that. So that's what that has to do with the Trump hat. He's a Trump guy, but.
But he left it for you.
He left it for me, yeah.
Are you a
I'm
Trump
not
guy?
really. I'm not a Trump guy. I'm not a Hillary person either.
Right.
I think they're two terrible candidates, and I cannot vote for. I don't think I can vote for either one of them. I was hoping to vote, as I told Mike, for Gary Johnson, but he's a favor of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's a deal breaker for me. I cannot vote for anybody who is in favor of the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Well, voting for Trump is a vote to help close Altar Bar. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, really?
But yeah, if you vote for Trump, you're actually helping Altar Bar close down and therefore shut down the metal scene in Pittsburgh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
No, it's not.
No, Yes, but do you really think that Hillary has a very pro-metal stance? I can't see her being very pro-metal.
I can.
can?
You know,
She's
I've
not-
actually been in the pit with Hillary.
Okay.
Back to what you brought up before. You know, she shares the same feelings I do about metal and punk.
Or
when
is she
you're-
just telling you that because everything that she does is just kind of fabricated?
No, when you really get down there, you know, it's hard to fake a pit.
Hard to fit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. So, I mean, that pantsuit look, maybe that's like part of
Well,
like
the
her
sleeves
rage.
come off
yeah,
in the pit.
rips
Yeah.
rips the sleeves.
Right.
I can see it. Badass Hillary. Well, I mean, she is, and that's one thing. I was listening to the president's comments about Hillary. He made a tweet saying, how she is, determined and, she'll, do whatever to win. I said, that's right. She'll even, she'll take on any scandal. She'll do, break any deal, do whatever she can to scratch and claw her way up to the top.
I think that
But-
she doesn't hate everybody I love. She doesn't want to eradicate the people
Oh,
I
okay.
love, and that's kind of a pro for me.
I really don't know if she doesn't, though, because you really don't know anything that
Until
she
they-
is.
yeah.
She's just kind of completely shackled and beholden to like major corporations and giant banks. So,
Well, either
All I
one's
know
kind
is
of-
I'm anti-billionaire hate monger.
well, I mean, that's describes pretty much both of them. But
I don't think.
yeah.
anyways,
Yes,
Smokey Bellows.
about the show and my band.
Yes. You guys are. I'm trying to think what I was trying to spin off into our conversation into this, but I can't really think of any good connections. You do.
No, let's just start over.
Let's just
right
start
now.
over. Yeah, let's just start over. So, talk about the band. Who are you?
My name's Nick. I write the songs, and I am the singer and rhythm guitar player of the band. This project started about 2 years ago. I went under the name Dick Whiskey, and it was a singer-songwriter project, and I slowly brought on board all the guys I play with now, and it became Dick Whiskey and the Bottle Openers. And then we took about the past 9 months off to record this album with First Flight Records at Liveberg Studios, and we decided to rebrand, start over, because the music isn't really representative of what it was when we started.
Okay.
So we are now Smokey Bellows.
How did you get connected with First Flight Records?
Through Jesse Davis from Bad Custard. Him and
Okay.
I actually went to high school together, and we reconnected at a show where both Adam of First Flight and Jesse were playing.
Is he one of the Millville guys? I know a couple of the
Millville
guys
guys?
in Bad Custard are from Millville.
No, I don't
No,
believe
okay.
so.
He's not from Millville. Okay.
No. We're both from Hampton,
Okay.
north of Pittsburgh.
So still in like the North Hills area.
Right,
Yeah.
that general area. But yeah, so I saw Bad Custer and Adam's band Circles and Squares playing at Hambones. Me and Jesse reconnected. He eventually heard my band, and he offered to produce our album and set us up with Adam and First Flight Records.
Very cool. And First Flight is really taking off as
I'd
they,
say so, yeah.
they keep working with. I mean, the bands that they're working with are phenomenal, and they're becoming well known throughout the city. And I know we've had at least, I think you're probably at least the fourth person. I know Adam said 3, but I think we've actually had, I think you're actually the fourth person.
I believe so.
From First Flight.
I know Clay and Jeremy were on,
Yeah,
correct?
Clay, Jeremy. We had Lo-Fi Delphi.
Right, that's right.
And then you, so that's 4.
Yeah.
So we've had 4, and I mean, all of the musicians are phenomenal. We have them all, streaming on our network, except for I think we have to add you guys. I'm waiting until after
Okay.
the show tonight because that way,
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. I work overnight, so for me, like days and nights get mixed.
Gotcha.
So, yes. What are your thoughts on Alta Bar closing? Obviously, you said you're opposed, or you're saddened by it at least to some degree. I would
I'm
imagine.
not actually.
You're not. Okay, why not?
I never cared for that venue since it opened. I don't like the layout of the space. I always felt cramped and comfortable. The sound was never good. I went to the place. Don't get me wrong. I saw a lot of great bands that I really love, but that's because they chose to play at Altar Bar, and I really wanted to see the band. Ultimately, I think I felt uncomfortable in the space, paid way too much for drinks, and couldn't hear anything I actually wanted to hear.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best venue for acoustics. I guess
If you don't have acoustics in a venue, what do you
that's
have?
true, but I guess to your point though, there were a lot of great bands that came
There
through
were.
there, and I guess
saw
that's
Against
where.
Me there last year, and they were fantastic, but I couldn't hear the sound.
Yeah, and I
that's
guess
kind of
that's
an important part.
I would say so, yes. But I guess that's part of my my sadness is the fact that I have seen so many great bands there, and I have met a lot of great people there as well, and a lot of bands have issues with Drusky, and I can definitely sympathize with their
Absolutely.
reasoning. But one thing that they do is they do get local bands there, whether the way that they do it is right or not. You do get to experience a lot of local bands there, and you don't get to experience that with a lot of other promoters. They seem to.
No, but you do with a lot of other venues.
That's true,
I'm
yeah.
not familiar with a lot of promoters in the city anymore, but I am familiar with places like Spirit, which is really up and coming, especially since Altar Bar closed. They're taking on a lot of great shows. Smalls, of course, has really
Yes,
stood the
especially
test
with
of time.
with the FunHouse. Now, Smalls originally though, Opus One, I don't feel like they have done as much with local music, and I'm hoping now that.
I actually played there when I was
Did you?
16 years old, 18 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping with the FunHouse there and local music coming through Smalls, they'll start pushing more of them down into opening up for some of these bigger.
Yeah, that'd be
acts and stuff like that.
fantastic. I mean, that's ultimately up to them, and on a show-to-show basis. But I've always loved going to Smalls. I can hear everything. The room's nice and open.
Oh, it's wonderfully
it's-
put together. Well, I wonder if part of the difference between Smalls and Altar Bar is the fact that the building owner of Smalls is Liz Berlin, she's one of the owners who is a musician herself.
Right,
so,
maybe she's just a more keen ear for sound engineering and setting up a space. Maybe it's just the fault of the building.
Yeah.
You don't know. All I know is one sounds good and one doesn't.
Yeah. So I feel though with Altar Bar leaving, there is a void here in the Strip District. I know Lawrenceville isn't that far away, and there are some bands there, but there's some great venues, like you said, Spirits there. That's a wonderful venue. They're remodeling the Thunderbird, and that's going to be another.
I thought I saw last night that it was one of the last shows there. I thought it was closing.
No, they're
reopening now?
going
Oh,
to
that's good.
remodel it. Yeah. But basically, what they've done is they're looking to remodel it. They were waiting until another venue opened. Now that venue is going to be opening, they can begin remodeling on the Thunderbird. So yeah, so that's actually going to be a very nice venue when it's done.
Yeah,
I
you know,
believe.
they've got great bands there every day of the week.
Yeah.
That's a place I don't make it out to a lot, but anytime I'm looking for something to do, there's always something to do there.
Yeah. And I just feel like the Strip needs somewhere though, especially as things are starting to build.
Maybe you should open it.
If I had the money, I would. But we've got mic arms falling off of tables because we don't have a nice enough table. So we gotta
We'll
buy
start
a table
small,
first,
build
yeah.
a table, then
build a table, and then we'll yes. So, how long have you guys? When did you start your original project?
This project going on somewhere around 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
And I did a small EP as Dick Whiskey, and then I slowly brought on the guys one by one. And it sort of warped into this weird blues rock, garbage folk sort of sound that we have now. So it felt appropriate to rebrand.
Yeah, I love the stuff that we played your song on our first break. We usually have a couple breaks, but we had such a jam-packed show. We wanted to keep things moving along.
Right.
So.
Who are your musical influences? Like who? Because it's an interesting mix. Listening to your music, it's fantastic. But it's like, who are you?
Lately, I've been listening to a lot of blues more than anything. Really into Howlin' Wolf for the past year. Of course, I love Tom Waits. A lot of, I guess, neo-folk Americana, Curtis Eller's American Circus I really like, and the Gaslight Anthem, straight-up rock and roll bands like that. All stuff I've been into a lot lately.
Very cool. What direction do you want to take the band? What's the next step now that you've released the EP? Or are you planning? How do you plan on getting out there and getting people to buy in and start?
Well, hopefully just play as much as possible. As far as keeping the band moving forward and sound, the way of sound, our drummer recording the album, and that we've had since we started the band, for lack of better terms, is more of a percussionist than a drummer. He played the washboard, the tambourine, and the kick drum. He's moving to Washington, so we recently picked up a full kit drummer. So that itself is going to evolve the sound of our band. His name's Andy Collier, and he will actually be playing the release show with us. So we're sending off our previous percussionist, Alex Colby, bringing on our new drummer, and really this show's a starting over point for us as a band. We're releasing the album, we're bringing on new members, we're really excited about it. We worked our asses off for the past 9 months.
And it's probably one of those situations where you don't get a lot of sleep. You're always working around the clock. Is that an accurate depiction?
There was a lot of late nights. We spent the better part of 9 months. That being said, it was 1 or 2 nights a week. And we wrote some songs. We fine-tuned the songs we did have, and tracking just takes a very long time. But we all really, really did work hard at this. And so, yeah, I mean, around the clock, I don't know about sleepless nights, but definitely we lost some. We all work, and getting everyone together is always tricky.
That is definitely a challenge. I can attest to that. I know you wear many hats yourself, so you're always running around from here and there. I work a job that's overnight, and then I do this on top of that, so it's just constantly, you just got to keep making it work, and if you're passionate about what you do, you just find the energy to make it work somehow.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm very excited to see your guys' show. What time are you on?
We won't be going on till around 10:30, 10:45. Yeah, it's a late one.
I will not be able to see your
We have
show.
two great supporting acts, though.
Yeah.
Cousin Boneless, who I've known those guys, and you've all probably seen them around Pittsburgh, busking on the sidewalk. They're opening up the show, and they're really spooky kind of street folk. They're a fantastic band. They're all really nice guys. And the wonderful Essential Machine from Greensburg will be going on after them. And they're really something, if you haven't heard, that you should check out as well. If not at the show, at the very least online, give their music a listen. And then we'll be going on after Essential Machine.
Very cool. And yeah, it's a wonderful venue. If you haven't checked out the FunHouse, you have to. It's a really nice venue. I love the layout of it too, with the lighting and stuff that they've done to kind of.
Yeah, it's very intimate. It's nice. There's a bar right there.
Yes. Dylan's a wonderful bartender too, and
there's
he's crazy. Okay, so the other day, this is a real story. I'm there. I go there every week, and I got a drink the one day, a beer, and that's the one thing about the FunHouse, and not. I mean, this is my only criticism. They have very few beers that I like. So I end up spending like $70 every time I go there because I'm buying wine and mixed drinks.
You have
the entire
$70
night.
for beer, but you can't open a venue or build a table?
I can't build a venue. I could probably replace the table.
Okay, well,
But,
if
you
we
know.
downgrade to Yingling for 3 weeks, I think we could get a table.
No, high-end tongue, high taste buds here. There's no way I could. Well, Yingling's not bad, but
How's their food selection?
at Smalls,
Yeah, I saw they have this
at the
really nice
FunHouse.
open grill. I don't know if they have avocados or not, but I was really hoping they did.
I don't know if they have. I don't think they have avocados. They don't have like a huge variety, but I know that they do have a very good cook
Oh,
who
great.
works back there.
Yeah, it looked like a
So
nice
if
big
he's-
open fire grill.
Yeah, if the guy I'm thinking of is there, then you'll be in pretty good shape as far as food
Fantastic.
goes. But as far as the bar goes, so I'm there. I have a hard time finding drinks. They got Grist House on tap. Well, I like everything that Grist House sells, so I said, I'll take the Grist House. And then I was gone for 2 weeks, and I come back, and Dylan's the bartender, and I say, I don't like any of your beers. I said,
Well, if you drink the good beers before you get to the bar, you won't be able to taste the bad beers.
that's true.
That's why you always start off with good whiskey and downgrade later.
Well, their beers aren't bad. They don't have a bad beer there. It's just not my personal taste. So he's like,
Expand your taste, my friend.
I need to.
It's
So
beer,
as I
just
get
enjoy
older,
it.
my tastes get more and more restricted. Like I'm real into sours, and they don't have any sours. But I do love everything that Grist House sells. So I'm there, and he's like, "You got Grist House last time." I'm thinking, how do you remember the beer that I got 2 weeks ago when you've had shows multiple nights every night? So. To my point, he's a really great bartender.
Fantastic.
So yeah,
I
he'll
look forward
definitely.
to, I might have met
give
him
good
when I picked
service.
up the tickets, but I look forward to meeting him and getting a drink to my liking from him at some point.
Yeah, excellent. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be tomorrow night at Mr. Smalls. We've got
Doors
the
open at
information.
8. Tickets are $10. They're available on Ticketfly or at the door, of course. Doors at 8, show at 9. Cousin Boneless, Essential Machine, and myself in Smokey Bellows.
Yes, and we have the information posted at River's Edge at the Facebook page. We'll also tweet it out for you at River's Edge PGH. If you want to tweet me, I'm at River Talk PGH. And are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter.
I don't
at,
use it a lot. At Smokey Bellows, Facebook Smokey Bellows Band, because there's a Smokey Bellows in the UK that took the name.
Oh man, you had it first.
We did.
You had it first. Okay.
Yeah,
so-
didn't clench it down
Yeah.
fast enough. So we're on the social media up and up with the band at the end.
Well, at least that way people know what you are and they can
Right.
find you. So,
Yeah.
very
it's not
excited.
Smokey Bellows Culinary Institute.
Exactly.
That's another thing entirely.
So that does exist as well?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Well, there's like multiple river's edges, like right along the Allegheny. So, is what it is. I picked a name before I checked any of it out, but oh well, we'll go with it. But we do come up first in the search if you look up the river's edge.
Is that right?
Yeah, we come up before they do, and they've been around
We
way
do
longer
have the
than
most
us.
rivers, so.
So we do have. Well, they're
and
from
therefore
Pittsburgh.
the most rivers edges.
True. That makes sense. So, looking forward to it at Smalls tomorrow. Doors open at 8.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're welcome to join us in our last segment if you want. We're going to be coming up in just after another one of your songs, just on the other half, it's called. So the other half of the song will be coming back with your holiday of the day, a new segment. We're going to tell you a daily holiday that you can help us join us in celebrating. So that's up next here on River's Edge, the River's Edge Radio Network at riversedgepgh.com.